don't think Bobby Brink is coming out of the lineup anytime soon.
No, he was a one-man breakout. By the way, hit that link real quick for the stream. No, you're right. I thought that Bobby, you saw that play in the first period that he made. The Flyers were hemmed in for 3 straight shifts. He's on the ice. And then all of a sudden, he grabs the puck behind the net and decides, okay, I'll go. And just goes coast to coast. So, and take it down the other end. It ended up being a pretty harmless scoring chance, but it was just the way he exited the zone at a time when they really needed a controlled exit. And he did that. I thought he was good in the game. But to your point, and we're bringing you on here now.
That's going to be a problem.
We'll turn that off. But, one of the things in this game, and it's obvious, is the shutout by Carter Hart. In that third period, he only saw 2 shots in the second period. I shot him 23-2. And he comes into that third period. He had to make some very sharp saves, and he did exactly that. I thought he was great in the third period, and it's a really good win for the Flyers. And you just talked about it. We talked about it at the second intermission. This is one of those foundational block type games to start to build your identity as a team. Because identity doesn't travel year to year. Momentum in sports doesn't travel year to year, and identity definitely doesn't. This is a way different group. Even if you only change 2 players, they had significant change and very big personalities that were here that are not here, and some big personalities to a different type of degree came in. So this is an important game for a group.
Yeah, you talk about things transferring from year to year. And one thing that did cross my mind there in that third period was, remember how potent the Flyers penalty kill was last year. Scott Laughton and Travis Konechny. That showed up again in this game in the form of Scott Laughton, especially. I mean, my goodness, all over the place on the penalty kill. And last year, John Tortorella said after the season that they needed to add some pieces on the penalty kill. They had, they didn't even have TK initially.
No, we found that out midway through last year. TK on the PK.
Yes. And now, as he said to us last week on Flyers Day, on the Hacking Hounds, now they got too many people. They've got all sorts of penalty killers, and it is led by Scott Laughton, especially tonight. Because he was everywhere on the shorthanded situation. Played a minute 51 during shorthanded situations, but it felt like a lot longer.
Yeah, well, because he was impactful. Yeah, the minute 51 was an impactful minute 51. I thought Travis Konechny on a PK in the first period was really trying to reverse kind of the momentum of a power play for the opposition. And, to that point you made about Tort saying, we got 2 guys. They do have a lot of guys that kill penalties now. Nick Delarier was a penalty killer last year. He probably won't be this year. He'll pick up some more 5-on-5 ice time as a result, because you bring in Ryan Poehling, who can also take draws. You have Scott Laughton. You have Travis Konechny on the PK. You have Sean Couturier and Cam Atkinson back. Did you notice they were on the PK there late in that game as well, in a 2-goal game in the third period? But now you just got to figure out how those PK pieces fit together. Because I think we saw in the Ottawa game, first of all, good power play that Ottawa had. And Ottawa was dominant of the Flyers in every facet of that game. But now you got to figure out who works with who on the PK. Which 2 forwards work well together, and what 2 D do they work well together with? So that's part of the early season figuring out. They were good on the PK in this game, and when it did break down in that third period of this one tonight, and Vancouver had a couple chances. Boy, Carter made a right pad save through a ton of traffic late in that, with about 2 minutes left to go in the game. That was just an unbelievable save to be able to track that. And it's a good thing he didn't trim the toenails, because that was going in had he done it. So it was a great save.
Had another one in the third where you could see the opportunity developing, but by the time it developed, he was there. He moved 45.
Is that the blocker save in the third? Yeah.
45 degrees to his right, and squared up on the shooter, and the guy's got no chance. And it was just
made himself big there too. I like the amount of ice he took.
And we didn't get the chat from after the game. We went on TV, but I'm sure that he would be happy with the third period, especially considering that he didn't have any action in the second.
That's mentally strong.
You have to sit there and watch the game for 20 minutes, essentially. Only 2 shots on goal in Vancouver. that can create a dangerous situation in a third period situation like that. And he stood tall.
We need to find a way to get your audio into there a little.
That's why that feedback was happening. I need to reboot.
Okay. But anyway, let's get to the BetRivers.com highlight reel because there's only a couple of goals in this game, but they are of note. So let's get to the first goal of this game. It comes in the first period. It comes early, just a minute 45 into the game when Yegor Zamula, how about his first NHL goal, turns out to be the game winner right here as Igor Zamula picks up the 1-0 goal for the Flyers.
I'm going to try to come in on my phone.
Oh, boy, he does a real nice job there, kind of straddling the line and gets that puck through Thatcher Demko. Here's your game winner. Minute 45 in, 1-0 Flyers. Travis Konechny, Scott Lawton pick up the assists, and we'll give a tertiary or a third assist to Nick Seeler for pinching to keep the play alive in the first place. Really savvy play by Seeler there to help the Flyers out.
Yep, there's a couple of honorary assists in this game. One of them goes to Adam Patterson and Vinny Gula back there on that coach's challenge, picking up on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very specific rule
that was applied there, and correctly so. If you push the goaltender's equipment over the line, it's not a goal. And so, but yeah, that was one where that was the first thing that jumped out at me when I saw that goal on the replay. I was running around upstairs, didn't see it scored live, and seeing on the TV, it's all of a sudden, hey, 24 is next to the post. Yeah, but that's not usually where you see them. So that was for Zamula to jump in, or rather for Seeler to jump in there and make something happen. The Cam York Travis Sanheim bug is spreading a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Defenseman activating and becoming a part of it. Let's get to the second goal of this game, and it comes in a rare fashion. How about a penalty shot?
Yeah.
We just don't see that many. I think we see more than we do because we see shootouts.
Yes.
But we don't see a heck of a lot of penalty shots,
right.
And we certainly don't see them from this guy. It's Sean Couturier, who hasn't scored a goal since December 10th of 2021. Here's his first goal after. It is on the penalty shot at 17:23 of the first. Sean Couturier's first of the season.
Do you have my audio now?
From your phone?
Yeah.
Should. Yeah, there you go. Sean Couturier with a savvy move. I just talked to Travis Konechny for tomorrow's podcast, and he said, we've been seeing that move all through training camp and all through September.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I mean, they're probably practicing that stuff to some extent, but yeah, I mean, I don't remember seeing it, but usually a lot of times by the time they're doing, penalty shot work or anything like that, we're off doing something else. We're off doing interviews or whatever.
Listening to the torch,
we don't seem to catch all that, but it's interesting that they caught it and that they knew it was coming.
Yeah, great move by Sean Couturier. Puts the Flyers up 2-0. The rest was down to Carter Hart and locking it down, and he did exactly that. Canucks get nothing by him. It's a game total in the shots department, 42-25. So Canucks in the third period, 12 shots. It was 31 or 32 or 33, 13 after?
Yeah, I think that it was 33-13 because it was 23-2 in the period.
Yeah. So they come back and they throw a lot of Carter Hart in the third period, some quality at him as well, but he keeps everything out. He gets his first shutout of the year, and the Flyers get a 2-0 win, and will be back here Thursday to take on the Edmonton Oilers. Let's take a timeout here on the postgame show. Take a quick break. We'll come back, and we may have a guest join us, so stay tuned. We're trying to get Sean Walker to join us here on the postgame show. Stay tuned. We're back after this on the Flyers Broadcast Network.
If not, we can take Torrey.
Works? I'll be right back. See if I can get
Okay. Hi, everybody. Jason just left. He left the stream going. Yeah. Hope those parking lots are going all right out there. Jason's going to try to track down Sean Walker. I guess he's taking matters into his own hands. Is it 2-0? Go Phillies. Trey hit a ball over here.
Score the Phillies go.
2-0.
So
We left the stream on.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yep. Tullamore do.
I want to see a new screen. That's not the right score. That's the right score. We like that.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm watching the pregame for the Phillies before the first game, and some of these guys are picking Phillies in 6. I'm like, what this town's going to do if they lose 2 games in this series? They're going to melt down.
They'll go mental. Totally mental.
The
Tullamore do.
my daughter's apparently got 1 assist tonight.
Nice.
They're playing the other little Flyers 14U team.
All right, we're gonna get out of here a little quicker than usual tonight.
Yes, we are. Lou said 45 minutes over the PA, and I'm like, not tonight.
Yeah, no, not tonight. This is a race tonight.
Be 15 minutes played 3 times if they do that.
I'm gonna give Shock Walker about 1 more shift to get in here, or else he's gonna miss a shift. I feel like I should start unplugging stuff for Betsy. Yeah, hi. Thursday?
Yeah, or is there something going on?
Hang on.
I think we're empty. Yeah, just put a tablecloth on it, Bets.
Yeah.
We got Adam Lambert tomorrow.
Ah, man, come on, Adam Lambert. It's not even Adam Lambert and Queen. It's just Adam Lambert.
No, it's Queen and Adam Lambert. I just don't feel like saying all of it.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Sorry about that. All righty.
Oh my God! Did my camera get moved and I don't have anything with TK in it? Oh, there it is.
97.5 The Fanatic, WPN, Burlington, Philadelphia, and 92.5 FM HD3 Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. This is the Flyers postgame show. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Yeah, Flyers 2-0 winners over the Vancouver Canucks, game number 3 of the season. But the home opener and the fans go home, and if they're going home, get home quick before the soccer game ends and the Phillies game ends. Phillies are up 2-0, by the way. I don't know if Mexico's beating Germany or Germany's beating Mexico, but
I don't have the live scoring for that one.
what I do know is that anybody that stays at the end of that game, I'm going to be at home.
Yes, yeah, no, I mean, we should have some time still.
Okay.
This
is crazy down here on a Tuesday night.
It is
120,000 people.
I'm a little surprised that obviously we deal with the Phillies all the time. Normally we wouldn't be down here at the same time as a big soccer game like that, but it's a testament to everybody that works on stuff like this that they can get all these people in and out of here, and it's not going to be. It's not going to be any worse than trying to leave those Taylor Swift concerts. I can tell you that. There are people in the parking lot till 1 in the morning trying to get out of those. So,
I was in here 1 in the morning trying to get out of Billie Eilish a couple of years ago. Taylor Swift would have been nuts.
So yeah, it's a big crowd, but they manage it well.
Yeah, Flyers get the 2-0 win over Vancouver. Next up for the Flyers is going to be a really daunting task. It was one that I thought that Noah Cates embraced last year, unknowingly embraced. Dealing with Connor McDavid. He did really well against him. John Tortorella's put Sean Couturier in a lot of spots this season. Basically, he told us in the Hockey Announcement that'll come out tomorrow that if he's healthy and he's clear, he's going to get minutes.
Yes.
And once again tonight, you look at Couturier in this game. Didn't practice yesterday, but he played 22 minutes and 23 seconds.
He's rested.
And guess what? He led all forwards again.
There you go.
Leading the way defensively was, guess who? Travis Sanheim again. So Torts is finding some guys he can really lean on in a lot of situations. And both of those players, Sanheim plays about 7.5 minutes of special teams, 3 on the PK, 4 on the power play. You look at Couturier, plays 4 on the power play, just about 3 on the PK. And obviously 10 to 5 on 5. He's finding some guys who can really go.
My recollection is that the Flyers really limited Connor McDavid's chances last year in both games, both here and in Edmonton. But especially here, Noah Cates was effective against him. And it was kind of, if I recall correctly, almost Noah Cates' coming out party that game. That he
announced himself.
We were rolling through a season without Sean Couturier. He was usually the go-to to shut down guys like that. And when we talked about silver linings last year, the fact that Couturier not being there allowed Noah Cates to kind of blossom the way that he did. That was one of the exclamation points on that process, was how he played against Connor McDavid, especially here in Philadelphia. Obviously he had that one highlight where he walked a couple of Flyers in Edmonton. I remember watching that live, and my eyes popped out. Carter made a great save on the scoring opportunity. And so, the combination of guys like Cates and the play of Carter Hart against him was really, really keep him at bay. So, we're hoping to see more of that on Thursday. But this is going to be a Edmonton team that's going to arrive here in ill humor. They have not had the start to the season that they wanted. And so the Flyers are going to deal with a bit of an angry bunch there.
Yeah, and they're a team that's going to try and outscore their mistakes. That's the way they're built at this time. I thought that Cates announced himself to a lot of people that didn't know him around the league.
Yeah.
But I think most importantly, he announced himself to Connor McDavid. I remember McDavid going off 2 times in the period, same period, slamming his stick, very frustrated because of. It's not because of Cates' speed; it was his positioning and his active stick.
Yeah.
That was just always there on McDavid, and he just never get wound up.
Well, the good news for the Flyers, I think, is that the Oilers are taking this out on the National Predators right now. It was 4-0 after 1. So, fortunately, I think for the Flyers, they're not in the way of that train.
Yeah.
they're gonna come in a game after Edmonton kind of takes it out on Nashville here. But the worst part about being down 4-0 after 1 is there's 40 minutes left to blow it. So we'll have to see if that holds up. Nashville's already scored once. It's 4-1. But Edmonton scored 4 goals on 12 shots.
Wow!
So it's
I guess a good goalie too. I imagine that Saros going tonight.
Yeah. So we'll see. But they're going to have a very, very dangerous team coming in here on Thursday.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I would imagine Carter is going to get the game Thursday. And then we'll probably see Sam Emerson, I would think, for the first time on Saturday in Dallas.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. The Flyers have a weird road trip here because they go to Dallas on Saturday.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. They'll fly to Vegas post-game, off on Sunday, practice Monday. Then they've got the game. I got my days right.
They play Tuesday in Vegas.
Right? Okay.
At 11 o'clock our time.
Our time. And then,
which is an outrage.
The next day is a flight home, a 6-hour flight home. So they're going to come back home and play the next home game on that Thursday against the Wild after a full day of travel on Wednesday. So that's the first kind of endurance
that's a
test
spot
coming up here. That's a spot that Wild game is a spot. So I would agree with you that Sam's probably going to get at least one of these 2 games coming up on the road trip, and they're going to just have to roll off that travel coming back from Vegas.
There's Scott Lawton meeting with some fans. How about that save Demko made on him? And you go, what an unbelievable glove save by Demko, and you go, yeah, how about that he shot it right into Demko's glove?
I mean,
that's your humor on a tape.
Yeah, and I'm going to sit here and pretend I could backhand one into the top corner there. I mean, my goodness, that's all that was, is just not elevating a backhand with some guy hanging over you there in the middle of the penalty kill or whatever. But I mean that like you said, it's a minor miracle he even got the glove there in the first place.
Yeah, he was totally strung out. Let's wrap it up, and let's wish the Phillies the best of luck tonight to get a Game 2 win in the NLCS. And we'll be back Thursday when the Flyers take on the Oilers. Just thank a few people before we get out of here. Let's start with our head engineer tonight. How about Rod?
My goodness me.
Coming down here, working on his knees and getting everything plugged in. And we got all the new setup down here. We had to make sure everything worked.
Yes.
So it was a very
And we're doing things in different places.
Yeah,
and
much
more
more going on.
We've talked. You've heard about the locker room renovation, and that has altered some of the stuff that we do, and some other things around the building have altered some places that we broadcast from, and they figured it all out tonight, Rodney and Betsy. So
Yeah.
all stars as always.
Yeah, and those two keep us on the air, game in, game out. Great job by both of them tonight. For Tim Saunders and Todd Fedoruk, Ryan Smith, I'm Jason Martinez. You've been listening to Philadelphia Flyers Hockey. A 2-0 win over the Vancouver Canucks on the BetRivers.com Flyers Broadcast Network. Good night, everybody.
This has been declared